right, hello there, guys. And we'll give it a minute here. Let people join up. Who's going to play tonight? I'm just trying to get this going over here real quick. All right. We have the score sheet link posted in the comments if you need that. We're going to get rolling here in a minute. We'll get the presentation going here shortly, and then we'll get our game going. We'll get through tonight's game quickly. As we start a new year. Happy New Year to all you guys. Hopefully you guys had a fun and safe New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. This is our first game night of 2021 after we did 125 play-at-home trivia nights during the year 2020. Most of those were done. We did about half of those all in a row back in April and May of last year when we were on strict lockdown. My goal, one of many goals for the year 2021, is not to do 125 play-at-home trivia nights. Not that I don't enjoy them. I do. They are fun. I like spending my time online with all of you guys, but I'd rather much do that in person more this year than via the interwebs. So my goal this year is less play-at-home trivia nights and more in person, in public, in large group trivia nights. We still got a lot of work to do before we can do that, but hopefully we'll be able to get that job done. So we're going to do our rules here real quick. I'm going to get the presentation fired up here. And I'm not much of a guy for New Year's resolutions. But I do kind of have one that I think you all will appreciate. And that is, all right, let's get this fired up. Waiting for that to catch up. All right. Sorry, computer's being slow, not cooperating. There we go. All right. One of my New Year's resolutions, maybe my only, well, not my only resolution, but the only one that concerns our little online meetings here, is to take less time reading the rules to you every night. Most of you guys, it's pretty much the same group every week, every night. There's rarely ever any new people, but hopefully we do. So I'm not going to go too in-depth with the rules anymore. We're just going to run through them and get our game started earlier so we can end them earlier. That's my goal for 2021, less time with the rules. So here we are, quick, fast version. We're going to play 5 rounds of trivia. As always, first round is a picture round, followed by 3 specific categories, and then a round of general trivia. As you know, each round is made up of 5 questions that are worth 1 point each, and a bonus question that's worth 2 points each. Those bonus questions are a little bit harder. That's why they're worth twice as many points. I'm going to read you your questions, and they'll show up on the screen as well with picture clues. And you're going to write down answers on your own score sheets at home. Please don't put them in the answer column. I'm sorry, in the comment section. So either use the score sheet I've made up for you guys, pinned to the top of the Facebook page or in the comment section, or use any piece of scratch paper you've got lying around the house. Just keep enough room for 30 answers and group those answers together by round. So I'll read you the questions, and I will immediately repeat the entire round, so you'll get the questions twice. And then I'll give you a moment before I reveal the correct answers to you. You're scoring your own score sheets at home. So please, no cheating, no looking up answers, no changing answers or filling in blanks, any of that stuff. When we're done with our 5th and final round, you are going to add up the score of your 5 rounds, put that final score nice and big on your score sheets, and then take a picture of it with your smartphone and send it to me via Facebook Messenger, either to the Trivia Nights with Greg page or my personal account. If you're on Periscope, you can send me a picture via Twitter in my DMs, If you're playing on YouTube and you don't have Facebook access, just post your score in the comments at the end of the night. As always, you're allowed to double the score for one round by circling your group of answers before the correct ones are read and revealed to you. So in that moment that I give you in between reading the questions and revealing the answers, that's when you decide, hey, I got all 6 right. At least I think I do. Circle your group for that round, and then you can double your score. Please don't wait until after the answers are read to you. When we play this game in person, you turn in your score sheets for each round before the answers are read, so you have to circle double score before hearing the answers. So I ask in the spirit of the game, you do the same thing here. Please don't wait and say, hey, I got all 6 right, I'm going to double, or don't wait to the end of the night and then just pick your best round and double that one. So basically the 3 major infractions you can commit here are looking up answers, cheating, putting your answers in the comments section, and doubling your score after you've heard the answers. Please do that before the answers are revealed for the round you want to double. Okay, those are the rules. Let's move on to tonight's categories for this lovely Sunday. Our first play-at-home trivia night of 2021. We're going to do TV Dad's Picture Round. We did TV Moms a few days ago, so we'll give some love to the dads. I will show you some pictures of some famous dads from television shows. You have to tell me the characters' names. I'm looking for characters' names, not the actors, not the show that they're from, but the actual characters' names. And all these characters have first and last names, so please use them in your answers. Fade to Black is round number 2. That is all questions where either the question or the answer has the word black in it somewhere. So it's kind of a random category round. There's maybe some music questions, some sports, some TV, movies, all kinds of different questions, but black is the theme of that round. Presidential quotes is round number 3. That round, pretty simple. I'm going to give you 5 quotes actually said by United States presidents, and I will give you 3 choices of what president said it. You have to just tell me the correct one. So you're just guessing, or maybe you know these, which president said these quotes. That will be a multiple choice round. Then we have Pixar Movies, round 4, a little more of a fun round, not so serious as presidential quotes. We'll talk about some of our favorite Pixar movies in round 4. And then the end of the night, as always, general trivia. That's where I just ask you some random questions as we finish the night. There are no true, false, or multiple choice questions in that final round. So you either know them or you don't, or maybe you're a very good logical guesser. As always, on the bottom scrolling, that's where you can send a tip, PayPal, or Venmo. Also, my Hockey Writers author page link is down there too. So please, please, please go over and click away at those articles. The more clicks you guys give me, the more money they send me. So that's another way to help out while I cannot go host trivia in public buildings, or there are no hockey games or scouting assignments for me to go cover either. So tipping and clicking are the best ways to help out during this time. But you guys already knew that, so I don't have to spend that much time talking about it. See, there we are. The rules, the categories were already done. New, faster Greg for 2020. All right, let's get right to it. We're here to play trivia. Let's play some trivia. Picture round, as always, kicks off our game. TV Dads is the category for tonight's picture round. I'm showing you 5 pictures of famous TV dads. You got to tell me the characters' names. I'm looking for first and last names of these characters, not the actor, not the show that they were on, but the actual characters' names, first and last. Here we go. TV Dad number 1. Of course, the dad is the guy on your right in the shirt and tie, not the other guy who stole Mr. Rogers' sweater for this episode, apparently. TV Dad number 1. What is that guy's name there on the right? He's either being tough but caring, or he's about to give his son a karate chop to the junk. One of the two. I can't figure out what exactly that is, though. I don't remember um, any episodes of this show where it involved a karate chop to the junk. Number 2. Ooh, this guy don't look happy. You don't look happy. I wonder why. Maybe a certain neighbor showed up uninvited, as always. What is this guy's name? Looking for this character's first and last name. All right. Here's TV Dad number 3. This is a more recent TV Dad. Current. I think the show's still on. I don't know. I watched the first couple seasons of this show. It was very well written, but then kind of lost interest and haven't seen it in a while. So I don't know if it's still on. Not quite sure. All right, let's do number 4. TV Dad number 4. Ooh, this guy. What was his name? The very talented actor who not only played this TV Dad, but wrote the theme song to this show. Multi-talented. Number 5. Here's another current TV Dad. I've had a lot of people ask me to do a round on this show. I haven't done one yet because I've never seen this show, so I don't. I'd have to do some serious research on this. Maybe one day we'll get to a round on this show. This show has always been one that was on my list to watch, but I've never gotten around to it. I think it ended this season, correct? Didn't it just end? So that's usually when I catch shows, when they're done. I think I can stream them all in the matter of a few days and not have to wait between episodes and seasons. We got a bonus question for our TV Dad round. Here it is for 2 points. What late former teenage heartthrob played Fred Andrews, Archie's dad, in the show Riverdale? It's a pretty popular show. I believe that's a Netflix show. A modern twist on the Archie's comics. For 2 points, what late former teenage heartthrob played Fred Andrews, Archie's dad, in Riverdale? Kind of sad. This actor was making a comeback, so to speak. It was part of a very popular show, and then unfortunately passed away way too young. All right, let's do. Let's repeat these real quick for you. There's TV Dad number 1. TV Dad number 1. Here's TV Dad number 2, second time for you. And number 3. Number 4. Number 5. And the bonus question for 2 points. What late former teenage heartthrob played Fred Andrews, Archie's dad, in Riverdale? All right, I'll give you a moment to finalize those answers. Once again, that's the information there, Venmo and or PayPal. If you'd like to be generous and send a tip tonight, tip is not required to play, but they surely are appreciated. If you're confident in your TV dads and you want to double your score, if you think you got all 5 of those right, plus the bonus question, you want to roll the dice and double your score, now is the time to circle your group of answers. Just put a big, giant circle around your whole round, and then you'll be able to give yourself double points. If you don't want to do it for this round, you've got plenty more options to choose from. You got 4 more rounds to use it. We've got Fade to Black, Presidential Quotes, that's a multiple choice round, Pixar Movies, and our general trivia round still to go. So you got 4 more chances to use that double score option if you don't use it here for this round. All right, let's do our answers. TV Dads, round 1. Let's get through this. Chug along. Number 1, the guy on the right, that of course is Howard Cunningham. Howard Cunningham from Happy Days. Number 2, that's our TV dad from Family Matters, Carl Winslow. That is CPD officer Carl Winslow. Number 3, This Is Us, the dad that was killed by a crockpot. Jack Pearson. Jack Pearson. That's who that is. Everybody loved Jack in this show. As I said, I watched the first season. It was good. And then the second season kind of lost me. And I had a lot of other stuff going on at that time, so I didn't keep up with it. So I'm not sure if this is still on the air or not. Number 4, Alan Thicke, Growing Pains, Jason Seaver. Jason Seavers, who we're looking for on number 4. Number 5, this, of course, you recognize Eugene Levy from Schitt's Creek, one of those shows I've been meaning to watch, just haven't gotten around to it. His name, Johnny Rose. Johnny Rose is what we're looking for here for number 5. And our bonus question for 2 points, what late former teenage heartthrob played Fred Andrews, Archie's dad, in Riverdale before his untimely death in 2019? Luke Perry is the answer for the bonus question. Luke Perry passed away. I believe he was just 56 when he, or 53. 53. Man, that is way too young for Luke Perry. If you're a wrestling fan, you know of his son, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, in the AEW, keeping that family business of entertaining alive. But Luke Perry is the bonus question. So that wraps up TV Dads. We're going to go right into our standard question and answer portion of the game with round 2 of 5 tonight. Fade to Black is the category, where black is the subject. There'll either be names of certain things, or we're talking about the actual color black. Black is the theme for round 2, Fade to Black. Here we go. Question number 1. The song Black is found on what band's 1991 debut album? What band's 1991 debut album features a song called Black? The song Black is found on what band's 1991 debut album? Question number 2. The 2015 biopic Black Mass was based on the life and crimes of which mobster? John Gotti, Whitey Bulger, or Frank Nitti? The 2015 biopic Black Mass was based on the life and crimes of which mobster? John Gotti, Whitey Bulger, or Frank Nitti? And that picture clue, that's not a specific person. That's just a general mobster, gangster picture. So don't try and figure out who that is in the clue because it's got nothing to do with any of those 3 choices. Just a general picture of a mobster in case you're trying to figure out who that guy is. Number 3. True or false, in blackjack, all face cards are worth either 1 or 10. True or false, in blackjack, all face cards are worth either 1 or 10 points. True or false, all face cards are worth either 1 or 10 in blackjack. Question number 4 on Game of Thrones. Who resides at Castle Black? Is it the Boltons, the Starks, or the Night Watch? On Game of Thrones, who resides at Castle Black? The Boltons, the Starks, or the Night Watch? Number 5, what country's national rugby team is known as the All Blacks? What country's national rugby team is known as the All Blacks? And our bonus question. For 2 points, the Black Hearts are the longtime backup band for what female rocker? The Black Hearts are the longtime backup band for what female rocker? If you know that, you're getting 2 bonus points this round. For 2 points, the Black Hearts are What female rocker's longtime backup band? Let's repeat our Fade to Black questions for you real quick. We have question number 1. The song Black is found on what band's 1991 debut album? Number 2, the 2015 biopic Black Mass was based on the life and crimes of which mobster? John Gotti, Whitey Bulger, or Frank Nitti? Number 3, true or false in blackjack? All face cards are worth either 1 or 10 points. Number 4, on Game of Thrones, who resides at Castle Black? The Boltons, the Starks, or the Night Watch? Number 5, what country's national rugby team is known as the All Blacks? And the bonus question one more time for 2 points. The Blackhearts. The Blackhearts are the longtime backup band for what female rock and roll star? Whose backup band is the Blackhearts? All right, I'll give you a minute to finalize those answers. If you still have your double score option and you think you did pretty good this round, now is the time to put a circle around your answers. Just receive those double points. Don't wait till after you've heard the answers. And if you're looking for a customized play-at-home game that either you can host yourself, I'll put together whatever rounds and questions you'd like and put it in a PowerPoint presentation. Send you a hard copy and give you some score sheets, and you can host your own play-at-home night. Or I can come and host your virtual call. Just reach out, send me an email. Right there, the GJB1979 at Gmail, or reach out to me on the Facebook page or Twitter. Make sure you like the Trivia Nights with Greg Facebook page. You get a lot of good trivia information there. That's where I post my categories every morning of a game night. Also, when we have the in-person games going weekly, Tuesdays and Wednesday nights at Firewater Saloon, that's where you'll get your categories, your free questions of the week, get to vote on player choice, and stay updated on all that fun stuff. Follow me on Twitter as well and Instagram for trivia clues, and Twitter and Facebook as well. You'll find links to all my hockey coverage as well. All right, let's get to the answers for Fade to Black. This is round 2 of 5 tonight. Here are our answers. Question number 1. The song Black is found on what band's 1991 debut album? That, of course, is Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam, Black, their best song, in my humble opinion. Number 2, the 2015 biopic Black Mass was based on the life and crimes of which mobster, played by Johnny Depp? That was Whitey Bulger. Whitey Bulger. Number 3, true or false in blackjack, all face cards are worth both 1 and 10 points. That is false. Only the aces are worth 1 and or 10 points. The face cards are worth just 10. Question 4 on Game of Thrones. Who resides at Castle Black? Is it the Boltons, the Starks, or the Night Watch? That would be the men of the Night Watch. Castle Black is on top of the wall. Number 5, what country's national rugby team is known as the All Blacks? That is New Zealand. New Zealand is what we're looking for. And the bonus question for 2 points. The Blackhearts are the longtime backup band for what female rocker? Joan Jett. Joan Jett. Hence the picture clue there. Joan Jett and the Blackhawks. Not the Blackhawks, the Black Hearts. See, I got hockey on the mind. That's always the case. All right. Speaking of the Blackhawks, tomorrow night at 7 p.m., you can tune in on YouTube or Facebook for the Blackhawks Banter, the weekly show me and my Blackhawk cohorts have through the Hockey Writers Live. We've got actual stuff to talk about this week as the season's getting ready to start. But enough about that. Let's get to round number 3, presidential quotes. This round, I'm going to give you some quotes said by former U.S. presidents, and then I'm also going to give you 3 choices of who said each quote. So this is a multiple choice round. So if you're not big on presidential speeches, at least you got a 33.3% chance of getting each question right. So here we go. Presidential quotes. Round for you history nerds like myself. Quote number 1, change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Who said that line or lines? Was it John F. Kennedy, Barack Obama, or Abraham Lincoln? Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Who said that? JFK, Barack Obama, or Abe Lincoln? Number 2, liberty, when it begins to take root, is a plant of rapid growth. Who said that? Was that Thomas Jefferson, Andrew Jackson, or George Washington? Liberty, when it begins to take root, is a plant of rapid growth. Was that Jefferson, Jackson, or Washington? Sounds like you're on the blue line. Thomas Jefferson, Andrew Jackson, or George Washington? Who said this quote? Quote number 2. Quote number 3. Read my lips, no new taxes. Was that George H.W. Bush, Ronald Reagan, or George W. Bush? Read my lips, no new taxes. Was that George H.W. Bush, the first Bush, Ronald Reagan, or the second Bush, George W. Bush? Which one of those guys said, no, read my lips, no new taxes? I hope whichever one of these guys said it, none of you actually believed it when he said it, because, you know, didn't exactly turn out to be true. And yeah, number 4, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. That's a famous one. Who said it? Harry Truman, Theodore Roosevelt, or Franklin Roosevelt? The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Who came up with this famous quote? Or I should say, whose speechwriter came up with this famous quote? Harry Truman, Teddy Roosevelt, or Franklin Roosevelt? Who said it? And quote number 5, blessed are the young, for they shall inherit the national debt. Blessed are the young, for they shall inherit the national debt. Was that Richard Nixon, Herbert Hoover, or Bill Clinton who said that? Blessed are the young, for they shall inherit the national debt. Is that Nixon, Hoover, or Clinton? Who said that rather ominous line? Wasn't lying. And we have a bonus question for presidential quotes. For 2 points, what U.S. president famously told a crowd in Berlin that he was a jelly donut due to an error in his German translation? For 2 points, what U.S. president famously told a crowd in Berlin that he was a jelly donut due to an error in his German translation? All right, let's repeat these presidential quotes for you one more time, real quick. Number one, change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Was that Kennedy, Obama, or Lincoln? Quote number two, liberty, when it begins to take root, is a plant of rapid growth. Was that Jefferson, Jackson, or Washington who said that? Number three, read my lips, no new taxes. Was that the first Bush, Reagan, or the second Bush? Number four, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Was that Truman, T. Roosevelt, or F. Roosevelt? And number five, blessed are the young, for they shall inherit the national debt. Was that Richard Nixon, Herbert Hoover, or Bill Clinton? And the bonus question one more time. For 2 points, what U.S. president famously told a crowd in Berlin that he was a jelly donut due to an error in his German translation? All right, I'll give you guys a minute to finalize those answers. See how you guys did on that round here in a minute. Thursday nights are our theme nights here at the Play at Home Trivia. This Thursday will be our first theme night of the year. It's going to be all Arnold Schwarzenegger trivia Thursday night at 7 p.m. The month of January is going to look like this. On the 14th, Oh Canada, all Canadian trivia. On the 14th, the 21st, Seinfeld. Guys ask for Seinfeld trivia a lot, so we will do an entire night on Seinfeld in a couple of weeks on the 21st. And our final Thursday of January, we'll do another Star Wars trivia night. We've done a couple of those in the past. We'll do another one on the 28th. Those are always popular and fun, being a big Star Wars geek myself. So that's what we got lined up for the month of January on our Thursday night themes. If you've got any ideas or suggestions for future Thursday night themes, or just a category you want to play on one of our regular nights, feel free to send me those suggestions as well. These trivia nights are for you guys at home. I'm just here to read questions and make bad jokes. You guys are the ones who are playing these and enjoying. So yeah, that's our theme nights coming up. We'll bring back Jeopardy night in early February for sure. You guys like Jeopardy night, but I don't want to do those too often because then they'll lose their allure. All right. We've got time until Arnold night on Thursday. Let's do our presidential quote answers. Change will not come if we wait for other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Who said that one? That was Barack Obama. That was his quote. Number 2, liberty, when it begins to take root, is a plant of rapid growth. That was said by our first president, George Washington. George Washington is the answer for number 2. Number 3, read my lips. No new taxes. Of course, that was George H.W. Bush. And that line came back to haunt him and was one of the reasons he was just a one-term president. Number 4, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. That was Franklin Roosevelt's famous radio speech. Number 5, blessed are the young, for they shall inherit the national debt. That was Herbert Hoover. Herbert Hoover is the man who supplied us with that quote. And the bonus question for 2 points, what U.S. president famously told a crowd in Berlin that he was a jelly donut due to an error in his German translation? That was John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy is a jelly donut, according to his speech in Berlin. All right, that wraps up presidential quotes. Let's get back to our more standard rounds. We've got some fun surprises coming up in these next 2 rounds. You'll know what I mean when we get there. Round number 4 of 5 Pixar movies. You guys love your Pixar movies, and with Disney Plus now out there, I think we've caught up on our Pixars through this whole lockdown and quarantine stuff. So let's do a round on Pixar movies. Here we go. Starting with number 1. What movie is Pixar's only prequel? What movie is the only prequel Pixar has made so far? What is the name of Pixar's only prequel? Question number 2. What is Lightning McQueen's number? Is it 05, 59, or 95? What is Lightning McQueen's number? 05, 59, or 95? Number 3, true or false? John Ratzenberger has voiced characters in every Pixar movie. True or false? John Ratzenberger has supplied his voice to every single Pixar movie ever made. Is that true or false? Question 4. In Finding Dory, which character is described as a septopus? Sorry. In Finding Dory, which character is described as a septopus? Was that Hank, Fluke, or Rudder? Which character is described as a septopus? Hank, Fluke, or Rudder? Septopus, because he only had 7 legs. Who was that? Hank, Fluke, or Rudder? All right, question 5. This is where we get to the fun stuff. I discovered this by accident today, but this will add to the picture clues. What comedian voiced Remy in Ratatouille? What comedian voiced Remy in Ratatouille? And I learned that I could actually use GIFs as picture clues, and they play automatically. So there we go. We got some moving picture clues for you. I'm entertained and excited by the little things in life. So when this happened to me accidentally this morning while putting this together, I was totally excited for it. You might be able to have some fun with this. So yeah. What comedian voiced Remy in Ratatouille? That's question number 5. Here's our bonus question for 2 points. What is the name of the lamp that serves as the mascot for Pixar? What is the name of the lamp that serves as the mascot for Pixar? For 2 points, what is its name? Yeah, I'm kind of bummed I didn't find this out years ago. So we definitely will be using more GIFs as our picture clues just because they're fun. People like things when they move. Pictures that just sit there are boring. All right, let's repeat these questions for you. This is round 4. This is the Pixar movie round. Question 1, what movie is Pixar's only prequel? Question number 2, what is Lightning McQueen's number? 05, 59, or 95? Question 3, true or false, John Ratzenberger has voiced characters in every Pixar movie. Number 4, in Finding Dory, which character is described as a septopus? Septopus. I don't know why that word makes me stumble, but it does. Hank, Fluke, or Rudder? Which one of these was the 7-legged octopus? Hank, Fluke, or Rudder? Number 5, what comedian voiced Remy in Ratatouille? What comedian was the voice for Remy? And that bonus question one more time for 2 points. What is the name of the lamp that serves as the mascot for Pixar? All right. I'll give you guys a moment to finalize those answers. Just a friendly reminder, but I'm sure most of you already know this. We do this 4 nights a week until we can get back to playing live and in person safely again. So Sunday nights, and then we do 3 nights in a row midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. Thursdays are our theme nights. We went over those a few minutes ago. So if you're having fun, please come back Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. 4 nights a week. Streaming live, 7 p.m. Chicago time. Facebook Live, YouTube, and Periscope until they shut that app down. So yeah, please make sure you like the Trivia Nights with Greg Facebook page. That's where you're going to stay updated on all things trivia. You'll get your clues, your categories. So Tuesday morning or maybe early afternoon, you'll get your categories for Tuesday night's game. And that page is much more interactive and informative when we can get back to the live games. Hopefully that will come sometime in February, but we'll see. We'll see how these next few weeks go. All right, let's do our answers for the Pixar movie round. Number one, what movie is Pixar's only prequel? That was Monsters University. Monsters University. Number two, what is Lightning McQueen's number? 95 is what we're looking for. 95, an ode to the year Toy Story was released, Pixar's first movie. True or false, John Ratzenberger has voiced characters in every Pixar movie, including that first Toy Story movie. That is true. He even has a small cameo appearance in the newest movie, Soul, that was just released a few days ago on Disney Plus. I hear that's really good. I haven't had a chance to check that out yet, but that is definitely on my to-do list. John Ratzenberger, what a career for this guy. He's been in every Pixar movie. That probably has a pretty good paycheck that comes along with it. He was on Cheers, one of the most popular and loved sitcoms of all time. I'm sure he's still getting some nice royalty checks from that. And he was also in Empire Strikes Back, the greatest movie ever made. Dude's had an amazing career. Way to go, John. Number four, in Finding Dory, which character is described as a septopus? That was Hank. Hank is the seven-legged octopus. Poor Hank. Number five, which comedian voiced Remy in Ratatouille? It was Patton Oswalt. I'm a big Patton Oswalt fan. He's hilarious. A pretty good writer. Bonus question for 2 points. What was the name, or is the name, of the lamp that serves as the mascot for Pixar? Let's see what you hardcore Pixar fans knew this one. Luxo Jr. Luxo Jr. is what we're looking for on the bonus question. All right, that wraps up the Pixar movie round. And we're going to go right into our final round of the night, general trivia. I'm going to ask you some random questions. You're hopefully going to come up with the very specific answers I'm looking for. And then at the end of this round, you're going to add up the score from all 5 rounds. Put your final score nice and big on your score sheet where I can see it. Then you're going to take a picture of your score sheet and send that to me via Facebook Messenger, either to the Trivia Nights with Greg page or to my personal account. Doesn't matter which one it goes to. They show up on the same iPad. If you're playing on Periscope, you can send me a Twitter DM. If you're on YouTube, hopefully you also have Facebook. Hopefully you have Facebook access and can send that to me, because you can't put pictures in the comments on YouTube, but you can just put your number score in there. We'll trust you. So let's do it. Let's do general trivia. This is our final round. No multiple choice or true false questions for this round. So here we go. Question number 1. In his hit song Boys of Summer, what type of car did Don Henley see a deadhead sticker on? In his hit song Boys of Summer, what type of car did Don Henley see a deadhead sticker on? Whoops. Let's go back to that. I didn't mean to do that. In his hit song Boys of Summer, what type of car did Don Henley see a deadhead sticker on? Or maybe you know this song from the was it the Ataris that did the horrible version of this song in the early 2000s? But they changed the lyrics. I believe they said a Black Flag sticker because they're punk rock, even though those guys didn't know the first thing about punk rock. All right, no music rants. We're making good time here. Number 2, what is the dominant fruit flavoring in Southern Comfort? What is the dominant fruit flavoring in Southern Comfort? There's a bunch of different fruit flavors in the recipe, but there's one that they use more than the others. Which one is that? What is the dominant fruit flavoring in a bottle of Southern Comfort? Where are my drinkers at? Question 3. What novel won John Steinbeck a Pulitzer Prize back in 1940? What novel won John Steinbeck a Pulitzer Prize in 1940? Question 4. What 1990 dance craze gave the Digital Underground their biggest hit? That is my favorite picture clue of all freaking time, right there. What 1990 dance craze gave the Digital Underground their biggest hit? What 1990 dance craze gave the Digital Underground their biggest hit? Number 5. What's the subtitle to the second Ace Ventura film? What's the subtitle to the second Ace Ventura film? Ace Ventura, blank, blank, blankety, blank, blank. First one was Ace Ventura Pet Detective. Second one is Ace Ventura what? And our bonus question, our final question of the evening. Making good time tonight. That's what I like to see. For 2 points, what is Dennis the Menace's last name? For 2 points, what is Dennis the Menace's last name? All right, let's repeat these questions for you real fast. Our final round, general trivia. Number 1, in his hit song Boys of Summer, what type of car did Don Henley see a Deadhead sticker on? In his hit song Boys of Summer, what type of car did Don Henley see a Deadhead sticker on? Number 2, what is the dominant fruit flavoring in Southern Comfort? What is the dominant fruit flavoring in Southern Comfort? Number 3, what novel won John Steinbeck a Pulitzer Prize in 1940? Number 4, what 1990 dance craze gave the Digital Underground their biggest hit? One of my favorite songs of all freaking time. Number 5, what's the subtitle to the second Ace Ventura movie? And the bonus for 2 points, what is Dennis the Menace's last name? What is Dennis the Menace's last name? That's a pretty tough bonus question. I think the bonus questions were pretty tough tonight. All right, I'm going to give you a minute to finalize those answers. Don't forget, after I reveal the answers to you, you are going to start getting me your pictures of your score sheets, add up your scores, send me your final scores so I can take a peek at your score sheets, see how you guys did. And we'll figure out who our big first winner of 2021 is. Here on this January night. We all ready for some Bears playoff football next week? That shouldn't be embarrassing whatsoever. If there is, Chicago has really benefited from expanded playoff formats and shortened seasons due to a pandemic. They really have. Blackhawks only got in the playoffs because of an expanded field. The Bears are the same thing. How about that NFC? Garbage. Just a 60-game baseball season. There was no way the Cubs would have made the playoffs had that been a full season. And you can argue that the Sox probably wouldn't have either, but they would have had a better shot than the Cubs. But so Chicago benefiting from more teams in the playoffs and less games being played. We'll take it any way we can get it in this town. Bears and Saints, that's probably going to be ugly, especially with our dope of a head coach. All right. Probably do some NFL playoff trivia at some point this week to get you ready for that huge Bears loss coming up next weekend. Let's do our answers for general trivia and wrap up tonight's game. Question 1, in his hit song Boys of Summer, what type of car did Don Henley see a Deadhead sticker on? It was a Cadillac. Saw a Deadhead sticker on a Cadillac. Number 2, what is the dominant fruit flavoring of Southern Comfort? Peach. I believe they also use some like oranges and other citrus in there, but peach is the dominant fruit flavoring in that recipe. Number 3, what novel won John Steinbeck a Pulitzer Prize in 1940? That was Grapes of Wrath. Really good movie. The book, I don't know. I didn't care for it. I didn't care for all that nonsense about the turtle. They could have cut that out of the book and then it would have been fine. Number 4, what 1990 dance craze gave the Digital Underground their biggest hit? I like my oatmeal lumpy, the Humpty Dance. The Humpty Dance. I mean, if there's a way I can make that GIF my phone background and have it moving, I would totally do that. That thing is amazing. Number 5, what is the subtitle to the second Ace Ventura film? It was Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. When Nature Calls. Who remembers that one? Not nearly as good as the first one, but it's rare that the sequels are better. Bonus question for 2 points. What is Dennis the Menace's last name? Do we have any hardcore Dennis the Menace fans out there? Mitchell is what we're looking for. Dennis Mitchell is his full name. All right, that wraps up our question and answer portion of the night. Time to knock off the sharing here, and I'll get back into your full screen. And now, please start sending me those final answers you guys have. I'm going to get out of that. Start sending me those scores via Facebook Messenger, Twitter, or post them in the YouTube comments. If that's where you're playing, they'll pop up on my screen here. Let's see who our first winner of 2021 is. Again, I hope you guys had a fun New Year's Eve. Hopefully you were smart and responsible and didn't go to one of these numerous places that don't seem to care about restrictions or anything like that. All right, let's take a peek at what we got going on here. We have Just Joe. Just Joe. Nicely done. That's a darn good score for rolling solo tonight. Gotta go back to the other account now. And then we have JK Squared and Cheddar. Justin, Jen, and Cheddar. Doubling the general trivia. That's a bold strategy. Bold strategy. All right, what else do we got going on here? We have the Goonies. I've got your score. Thank you. We have Team Rios. Joey and Anna, thank you. And and we have double G and Z. Or nope, no G's, just the Zupans. Another team doubling the general trivia. Doesn't happen too often. Guess you just didn't have enough confidence in those first 4 rounds. All right, we're going to top 5. I need to enter in. Let's see how you guys did tonight. Let me give you a minute here and work these in real quick for you. We'll get our top 5 action for you. We had a pretty close score. Between 2nd place and 5th place, our winners had a little bit of a gap tonight. All right, here's our top 5 for this night. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anybody before we go. I don't want to shortchange anybody who may or may not have made the big board. Nope, doesn't look like it. So here's our top 5. In 5th place, Just Joe with 32 points. Pretty good showing for just rolling solo. Everybody else was playing as a team, so pretty good score for one individual. Just Joe, nicely done at 32 points. 4th place, just ahead of you with 33 was JK Squared, Justin and Jen, and our guy Cheddar helping out, barking twice if the answer is true. Then we had a tie for 2nd place. Our runner-up position will be shared by the Zupans And the Goonies, 34 points. The Zupons playing from Chicago and Cleveland, our dual state team, tying for second place with the Goonies. Thank you, everybody, for popping in and playing again. And our winner, our first winner of 2021, starting the new year just as they finished the old one. Back-to-back wins for Team Rios, Joey and Anna. Team Dry Erase Board, 37 points. That's our top score. A little lower scores, tougher questions. We had some presidential quotes. Those bonus questions were tough, but you guys pulled out the victory tonight. That's going to wrap up Sunday night's version of our Play at Home Trivia Night. We're going to be back at it Tuesday night. I'll meet you back here at 7 p.m. Central for another edition of Play at Home Trivia Nights, presented, of course, by Trivia Nights with Greg. Please make sure you're liking the Facebook page. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram to stay updated. Don't forget, hockey fans, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. through the Hockey Writers Facebook page and YouTube channel, Blackhawks Banter, our new episode, our 4-member panel discussion. We'll talk all things Blackhawks. If you can't join us for the live feed, just head over to the Hockey Writers Facebook page and or YouTube page channel, whatever they call those things on the YouTubes, and you can watch. Those videos will be saved shortly after the broadcast, so check that out if you're interested in keeping up to date with our Blackhawks. Otherwise, we'll see you back here at 7 p.m. Tuesday night. Take care, everybody. We'll see you guys in a couple of days. Until then, please take good care of yourselves, take good care of one another, be smart, be responsible, be kind, be patient. And let's make 2021 a very good year for all of us by just being a little more empathetic. All right, guys, we'll see you in 2 days.